Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wind Waker HD, Legend of Zelda. You have made it to the TheScottSpot, and I am Scott. Thanks for tuning in, and we're still exploring Windfall Island. Last time we busted Tingle out of jail, and I will say that was done very reluctantly. The story required it, so I take no joy in the fact that we had to do that. We got a Tingle bottle and we got the Picto Box, so let's do a long and involved side quest with the Picto Box. So obviously this shop has to do with what you may call it, the Picto Box. It's a pictography shop. This guy's name is Lenzo. Why, young sir, I must say you seem to be in possession of a very fine Picto Box there. Are you a lover of pictographs as well? There can be no villains amongst the ranks of Picto Box lovers. Take your time. Look around, I implore you. Because all photographers are great people. And while you're here, please do visit my upstairs pictograph gallery. You're bound to find it quite exciting, young sir. I guarantee it. Well, let's go do it. Sweet beard, by the way, dude. Break some jars for no reason. Okay. And here we have found ourselves in the Nintendo Gallery. Or not. Where the hell did I pull that out from? Oh ho ho, aren't these some finely snapped pictographs? You must admit it. The fuck? But come now, you needn't be so surprised, my young sir. Creep ass. It is a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. It's quite an amusing diversion. Think nothing of it. How am I supposed to think nothing of you sneaking up on people? By the way, the pictographs you see decorating these fine walls have all been taken by none other than myself. They are my pride and joy. You see, in my younger days I was tireless, sailing far and wide across the great sea, snapping pictographs wherever I went. Have a look at them, young sir. Don't mind if I do, as long as you don't creep up on me while I'm trying to do it. What is this a pictograph of, you ask? Well, those are creatures called choo-choos. They are said to have medicinal properties, so they are a most important resource treasured by sailors the world over. Oh yeah? Why, there is even said to be an extremely rare species of them known as the blue choo-choo. It is only under very unusual circumstances that they are ever sighted. You would be most likely to ever come across one, young sir. So yeah, finding all the blue choo-choos is like one of the collectathon side quests to this game. There's like 26 of them or something crazy like that. This is a pretty nice pictograph. This one is of a tiny rockolet nesting far out in the seas southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There was a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped his pictograph without even thinking. That aside, I'm certain this is someone's private cabana. Oh yeah? Well, I wish I had a private cabana. This is an incredible pictograph. I saw this strange platform rising up out of the seas, seeming to claw at the sky. It makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such things still remain out there on the high seas, lonely on the waves. Ah, if I only had the chance, I would love to see these things once again. Actually, that is a picture of a tower on Tingle Island, and I would be glad if I never had to go there. Anyway, next, please. Pictographs are a lot clearer in this game. This is a pictograph of an isle I once visited. That looks familiar. Isn't it a finely snapped shot? I took in my younger days. It is Outset Island. It is the most delightful of fishing villages, innocent and rich with nature's bounty. It was there I met a beautiful young lass. Oh, Lenzo! Although I suppose she is probably not as young as she used to be these days. Dude, the only person who's an old woman on the island is my grandma? Dude! Okay, new fan theory. Lenzo is actually Link's grandfather. You heard it here first, folks. What kind of pictograph is this, you ask? One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship, veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young sir, 'tis none other than the ghost ship. Dun dun dun! This foul ship, the rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the reaches of the sea where the ghost ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. But it is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, He died a most unexpected death. Chilling. Truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, then it might be possible to sneak onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within the hull. Oh yeah, really? I guess we'll have to look into that. Now, there's a side room over there, but we can't get in there yet. It's going to be a while before we can. And what is this? Not a bad pictograph, hmm? Is that not a rather mysterious statue? The statue's home is on one of the Triangle Islands. It lies due south of here. There are a total of 3 Triangle Islands. The northern, the southern, and the eastern Triangle Islands. Each of them has a statue such as this standing on its shores. That'll be important later. This pictograph chills me to the bone. Kind of ominous. The Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northwest of our fair isle, but it has been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? How do you know anything about it? I mean, I guess girls have been getting kidnapped. If you value your life, young sir, then at the very least you should stay as far away from that place as you possibly can. Yeah, well, not gonna bust your chops here, but I've already been there. It turned out real well, let me tell you all about it. It feels as if evil that is not of this world lies in wait there, biding its time. So yeah, this whole pictograph gallery is basically a hint of things to come in the game. So let's go back downstairs, and after you do so, Lenzo will follow you down, and talking to him begins the side quest that we are about to go through in this video. Come on down, Lenzo. You see, young sir, I have been studying Picto Boxes since I was but a lad. Obsessed much? My lifelong dreams of creating a box with incredible pictography capabilities is at long last nearing fruition. But now I've grown old and have no real desire to leave this island. Young sir, I hesitate to ask, but could you perchance become my pictograph assistant? Goodbye. No. Sure. Why not? Really, really and truly, my heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must tell you, the path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whosoever takes on the role of my assistant be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue, and promptly complete it without hesitation. It will be quite a challenge, I assure you. Are you still sure you want to do this? Well, on second thought, forget it. No. Absolutely! Ha! You must share my love of the pictograph. What is your name, young sir? Link, is it? Very well then, I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall be my #1 assistant, Link. Now then, for my first command. A love letter. Do you know what that is, young sir? No, it is a collection of words of love, long unspoken and put into written form. Somewhere in this town there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion and continues to write letters of doomed love. Forever alone? I am certain the object of this sadly one-sided affection is in quite a quandary over the matter. I am of the mind that I must have a word with this unwanted sweeter. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letter. That sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease. That's kind of a doozy. I mean, you have to wait for a certain time and everything. And I like how Lenzo is basically using you to create blackmail that he can use on the other islanders. I mean, really, he's just a big busybody. Ah, well. So, basically what you have to do here is go to the docks on the island, which is where the post box is, and get in a good position to where you can actually see what's going on near the post box. And you're waiting on the guy in red suspenders, his name's Garrickson, to come down. And when he gets down here, he's going to try to deposit his love letter in the post box, and you have to take a pictograph of him doing so in the act. So basically you should just get in position and go from there. And I'm going to cut to where he finally comes down, because it can actually take quite a bit of time for him to get there. Okay, here comes that bastard. It only took him like 2 or 3 minutes at least. So yeah, just make sure you get his full body in the frame, because in this game, full body pictures are the only ones that count for the most part. Look at him being all sneaky, hoping nobody sees him. Gotcha, you bastard. Heh. Oh man, gonna post that all over your Facebook, man. Let's see, was that all I needed to send? I didn't forget anything, did I? You forgot to be more careful. Everybody's gonna know about this dude, especially after I give this to Lenzo. It's time for you to face the music. This girl is probably in her friend zone. Anyway, let's just go give this to Beardo in here. Unfortunately, just talking to him does not prompt you to give him the picture. You actually have to target him and then use your Picto Box. Here you go. Now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now. They say love is blind, but what could he be thinking mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. I don't got time for this, man. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. Holla! I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it more efficiently. You mean blackmail. Very well. Next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a pictograph. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task, young sir? Oh, jeez. So this hint is pretty vague, and so you have to kind of search the town to find what's going on. So yeah, you need to go to the Windfall Cafe, bar / pub, whatever you want to call it. It's a cafe because this is a children's game. Oh, nice job there, self. Hey, welcome to the cafe. It's nice that, this is Jillian, the owner. Welcome. Oh my, you're a very small customer, aren't you? That's fine, of course. You just feel free to look around. Got any, quote, milk, unquote? Oh, can I help you with something? Let's talk, baby. When night falls around here, this place fills up with all these sour, swarthy sailors. In fact, there's this little boat called the Shop Ship that shows up at night and cruises around the island selling things. I'm not sure what the story is with that. I guess what I'm trying to tell you here is that this town has two faces. The nice, pretty one you see in the day and the darker, shadier one you see at night. But I suppose that's too heavy a concept for a youngster like yourself, eh? Bitch, I'm wise beyond my years. Also, I like how the fact that Beetle sails around at night is considered shady. Lately, I've been hearing that monsters from the Forsaken Fortress have been going around kidnapping girls with long ears. Yeah? What of it? This is Gossack, by the way. I can believe it. After all, 2 girls from Windfall have already been kidnapped. Poor Maggie and Mila. It just breaks my heart to think about those 2. Both of their fathers are desperate to find anyone who can rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering. So yeah, this is the cowardly guy that Lenzo wanted a pictograph of. So to scare him, all you have to do is make a loud noise, whether it be knocking over the dishes or rolling into a wall. So yeah, I'm struggling here to take a picture of him actually facing the camera. There we go. He's only shakes in fear for a few seconds, so you gotta make sure to do it quickly. Alright, that's our second pictograph. Let's take this back to good old Lenzo so he can commence with his island blackmailing scheme. Jeez, we're giving Lenzo all the power. He's gonna rule this island before long. Hey Lenzo, got your pictograph, man. And of course I tried talking to him first. You know, actually my roommate is pretty scary. Or he gets scared easily. Now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Clearly this individual must be the town's most timid of denizens. Fear is his constant companion. I cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, it isn't me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? If you say so, dude. He's bald and old. Very good, young sir, and this means you have passed my second test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. I'm sure you will. Very good. Next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. Okay. Somewhere in town is a couple. A man and woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, and yet for reasons unknown the two have never spoken. Even when they happen by chance to pass each other in the road, they each steal a brief, furtive glance of the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. How do you know this? I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, archer of love. That brings back bad imageries. These two are timid burglars in the house of love, and you must capture a pictograph of them thinking. And young Master Link, if and when, hope beyond hope, you manage to complete the third task, then shall you be my #1 pupil. Does that not excite you? Good luck to you, young sir. I'm so excited. By the way, speaking of people with no backbone, I have several grown-ass male friends who cannot watch a horror movie. Like, they will scream like a girl. They won't even get near a horror movie or a horror game. I just don't understand it. But come on, dude. I will admit that I'm less likely to get scared than most, but don't act like a girl. I mean, it's not like... I don't know. I'll get off my soapbox. But when the girl is more scared, or you're more scared of the movie than the girl, then you've got a problem. So anyway, these kids need to get out of my way. Linda, this woman here, is the girl in question that Lenzo was talking about. And the guy that he was talking about was Anton, that redheaded dude who walks around the island. So basically you just have to play another waiting game like the first pictograph test and wait for Anton to walk by. And when he does, they will exchange glances with each other. And you have to catch the moment of the exchanging. But anyway, this could take a while, like several minutes a while, so I will just cut it here and cut to when he actually appears. Alright, there he is. It took him long enough. So yeah, there's the moment of truth right there. They only do it for like a brief 2 or 3 seconds, so you gotta make sure you catch it while you can. Anyway. Look at that exchange of love. That is a really long eye contact for them to like not look in another direction. For once I think Lenzo might be doing a good thing by setting these two up. Let's go hand them over the goods. And of course I'd talk to him again instead of just showing him the damn Picto Box. Take it. Use it more efficiently. This is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. How can you tell how well they'd get along just by an exchanging of glances? Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their passion. You have done well, Link. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Now then, my young sir, you have completed all of the tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant, Link. And no assistant of mine will be seen going around taking pictographs in monochrome, not in a million years. So here, allow me to present you with this Picto Box. You got a Deluxe Picto Box, a gift from Lenzo commemorating your becoming his assistant. It can take color pictographs. Wow, that's impressive. Actually, in the original game, you just got a, I think it was a joy pendant, but it allowed you to unlock other stuff. So yeah, you can get the Deluxe Picto Box much earlier in this version. Until now, you could only take black and white pictographs, but now you can take color pictographs, allowing you to show the world as it was meant to be. Now, go out there and snap pictographs. Snap them in color for me for all the years I spent unable to do so. Fulfill my life's ambition. Go to it, Link. Yes, sir. Ah, young Link, our pictograph's not the most divine of creations. You know it is true, my young sir. You too must snap and snap and snap pictographs until you, like me, finally arrive at the very pinnacle of pictography. Oh wow, this guy's a little bit too obsessed. But anyway, we've successfully completed this side quest. The video went on a little too long probably, but I just wanted to finish the side quest instead of cutting it off. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more where it came from, hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. You've been awesome, and thanks for visiting the TheScottSpot. I will check in with you guys in the next video.